Right, Wednesday night, North Shields. We are going to Lobo Rojo. So, Mexican restaurant on the quayside. There's loads of them now. To be fair, you've probably spotted them all over the northeast. So it started off as a couple of lads having a bit of a holiday, going around California, being inspired by Mexican food along the coast. Came back, quit the jobs, decided to start working on a little stall and going to events and pop-ups and whatnot and making tacos and burritos and all that sort of stuff. And then they got the first bricks and mortar place, which is where we're going now, 2019. Since then they've expanded. They have got a spot in Gosforth, which is opened not too long ago. And then they've also got a little Lobo, which is kind of the little offshoot of the main brand. And they've got places in Whitley Bay, Tynemouth and Sandyford. So loads of good stuff here, loads of tostadas, tacos, burritos, margaritas. Let's get stuck in, let's see what it's all about. So Lobo Rojo is based in the Irvins building, it's a historic building just along the Fish Quay there. It's a beautiful bar inside, a really nice space. There's the kitchen just at the back. There's some booths along that wall, so you can see. They run all the way along the wall, a few people sitting in there, and loads of nice artwork on the walls. The menu, quite a decent sized menu, separated into snacks and small plates, tacos, burritos, and then fries and sides. Try to get a good little mix. You can have a good look at what they've got. Snacks and small plates, there's things like guacamole, pork belly, corn ribs, that type of thing. Tacos, loads of different things, fish tacos, carnitas, slow cooked pork, chicken thigh. There's a lot of vegan and vegetarian options on this menu, not many gluten-free options. The menu doesn't explicitly state gluten-free, so you would need to check in terms of any sort of allergies or intolerances. There's tortas, Mexican sandwiches there, and also the burritos. They do have 2 for 1 on margaritas, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. We started off with some water. We were absolutely parched after walking along the Fish Quay, and then before you know it, we were straight into those margaritas. Tuesday absolutely loves a margarita. She's doing a little bit of a blog actually on margaritas around the northeast, so keep an eye out on the website and maybe on our Instagram for that. The first few bits of food came out, and this was the crab tostada, and then we also ordered a portion of the chips and the guac. Crab tostada first of all, spiced crab meat, chimichurri, guacamole and radish. Tuesday just getting that doused in some lime. Now I probably lost the argument over the onion salad on the curry video last week, where I felt there was a little bit too much onion on that guac. Speaking of things having a little bit too much stuff on them, the tostada we felt had a little bit too much of the crab meat on. It was piled sky high. So Tuesday really had to do a number on that one to try and dismantle it, take some of that crab off. The crab, was it fresh crab? I'm not convinced that it was, if I'm honest. I wouldn't like to say 100% that this was crab which was from a tin, but I don't feel that this was fresh crab. I might be wrong, glad to be proven wrong, glad to be told I'm wrong. So yeah, in the end, Tuesday I had to just go about this the old-fashioned way with a knife and fork because it was quite awkward to eat, but she got it down eventually. This dish here was the asada quesadilla, which I ordered. Tuesday wasn't too bothered about having the steak. This was the chili and cheese fries. We added the cheese on. This was the carnitas tacos. And then the other dish that we got, this was the shrimp tacos. So yeah, just getting back to this asada quesadilla. This is grilled steak with chimichurri, lettuce, cheese, served with salsa verde and a chipotle crema. So that was what I was dipping in there. It was really tasty actually. These were the chili fries with cheese. Check out the cheese pull as modelled by Tuesday. And then just onto these tacos. So this was the carnitas. We do love a carnitas taco. If you've seen our New York video earlier in the year, check that out for the best tacos we've probably ever had in our life at Carnitas Ramirez in New York. So that was everything all hammered, done and dusted. Just a note on disability access here, by the way. I don't believe that there is any. There's some stairs to get up. So if you're in a wheelchair, you might struggle. I don't know if there is an alternative entrance or not. Just showing you some dishes from a previous visit here as well, just to show you a good mix of all the different dishes. You kind of get churros as a dessert, which we got on a previous occasion, but we didn't do on this time because we were really full. So then onto the bill. Yeah, the bill, the big important thing. £87.45. So that was including a service charge. That was including some drinks. Aye, that's pricey, innit? To go for a tea. I got a Negroni on top of the 2 margaritas. Well, there we go. 87 quid. That was a shock and a half. Now he fell off the seat. Aye, that's expensive for a tea, but it could have been even more expensive if the margaritas weren't 2 for 1. What I would say though, in defence of the bill, is also that we always over order. We ordered far too much food, really. Wanted to try and show you a few different dishes from the menu, and we over ordered. Probably could have cut that down by maybe 20 quid, but still 67 quid, still quite pricey for a tea, innit? What I'd also say is that it's, well, right now when we're filming this, I don't know when the video is going to be posted, but when we're filming this, it's North Tyneside Restaurant Week, so there's actually a menu specifically cheaper, which we didn't go for. We did literally say we're just going to fill with fat faces and we don't want the discount menu. But as well as the Restaurant Week menu that they're doing this week, where we are now, there's always like special offer menus on as well. So it's not always that sort of price. They always have discounted menu options on. They always have like happy hours and stuff, Monday to Friday, as you've seen for the cocktails. What we ordered tonight was just disgusting, grotesque people being greedy pigs. We didn't need to order that much. We didn't really have to pay that much. We just did. If you went, it probably wouldn't be half as expensive, to be fair. So I think that's about it. So QR code on the screen, give that a scan. That'll take you through to Instagram, to Threads, to Facebook, to our website. If you want to email us, you can. Give a follow on other social media if you want to, it would be appreciated. But the main thing is to subscribe to our YouTube channel so we'll continue to grow. If you want to give it a share, that'd be massive. Click the little bell so you keep notified on when we post new videos. We'll post a new video every single Sunday at 6 PM. And that little graph on the screen shows how many people are watching these videos but not subscribed. So please, if you can subscribe, it would be a massive help. And it'll just help the account grow, because that's what we're trying to do. And I think that's it. So everything all said and done. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Watch what you're doing. Take care. And we'll see you on the next one. Toodles.